beautiful day here, absolutely gorgeous. It's sunshine and it's dry, and tomorrow it's going to chuck it down with rain again on already saturated ground, which is, it's just becoming a bit of a joke, frankly. I've even put some sunblock on, which is important, and that's why I always wear a hat as well outside. It's not just an affectation, and it's not obviously a fashion statement in any way. It's because I've had some skin cancer issues, nothing too serious at all, but I always cover up now. So some jobs I want to get on with today are pruning one of the climbing roses, which is just a bit overgrown really, and I need to recondition it, and we're probably having some scaffolding put up on the house. So this one here is a stunning rose, and because it's got a pink label on it, that means it's pink, and it's really very beautiful, dainty little flowers. Not exactly sure what it is, but I want to recondition it. Low down it's got some lovely fresh growth, and then you can see it's got a really main old trunk that's going up quite high, and this is quite a drastic thing to do, and I appreciate a lot of people wouldn't want to do it, but over the next couple of years, those lower branches, they're the vigorous ones, they're the ones that produce most flowers, and they're the most pliable. So within a couple of years I expect it to be up the top of the house. There's already some wires there that I can wire it into over time, and it's just pretty much a case of taking that single old stem out. Look at that bit there, that's like a great big knot. It's a rose knot, but it's obviously got at some point twisted around some wiring or something. It's really bulked out and it's been pruned back to there, but I'm just going to take it right down to the ground, to that really thick chunky stem there. It's going to come down to the ground, and then just prune out any bit of dead wood. I've got some nice loppers, really sharp clean loppers. It's important that they're sharp and clean, and I've got this pruning saw as well, and it's tied in a little bit at the top. I'm just going to leave it tied in, cut it at the bottom, and then untie it. Makes sense, rather than untying it, have it flopping all around when I'm trying to cut it back. So I'm going to, actually, you know what, I'm going to take this bit off first, because then it'll be a little bit easier to deal with. Cat can't watch. She thinks I just cut things back for the hell of it, but this is the time to do it before it's too late this year. I'll come back with a ladder in a minute. Just going to cut some stuff back to give me some better access. This is where I want to go. You know what? I've got my gloves. I should put them on really. I did bring them out, and then I get so keen I just start. But gloves with roses is pretty sensible really. Don't need the Kevlar welding gauntlets quite for this job, but they're brilliant, those things. For blackthorn especially. So I'm going to go in as low down as possible around there on that main trunk, just low down, and then all these fresh, pliable, new shoots are going to really, well, they take over from the older shoots. So when they get really old, they do become a little less productive, that old wood, and you're trying to get as much pliable, fresh growth with as many buds on as possible. That's the aim. Now I'm being quite careful here because I don't want to cut all the stems around, and actually this saw, I've already broken the end off it, which isn't such a bad thing because it means that you can just gently take that out without damaging everything around it. And he's coming out. There we go. Now it's a case of pulling it out without damaging the rest of the rose. And this rose seems to just be really tied in one spot. I feel like yanking it. But there's some quite good wiring up there that I'm going to reuse. If I yank it too hard, I'll just pull all the wiring out. So, don't have to go very high on the ladder. Oh, there's one more little bit of string over there. Oh, self-release. It's a self-release rose. And in this section, should just come out as well. Look at that. That's called what they call a rose knot, if ever I've seen one. Wow, it's heavy. That is really heavy. So, you know, that would have pulled away from the wall at some point actually. And I know it looks very drastic. And my wife, Kathy, is not going to be happy. But, as I say, we've got scaffolding coming. So it needed to be done. And I'll tie that back in. I'll temporarily tie it in for now, I think, and just do a little bit of pruning. And then after the scaffolding's gone, I'll do a proper wiring and tying in job, which will probably be in the autumn. But the idea is that I can train it all the way up that wall, you know, get some lateral shoots going, which is where it really produces a lot of flowers, and then fill in that whole gap as well. Here it was tied to the drain pipes, and I don't like tying stuff to drain pipes because they can pull the drain pipe down, so really the structure should be independent. Well, I guess I should just say roses, especially roses at this age, and health, it's a very healthy plant, are incredibly vigorous. You know, you can cut them hard back and they will regrow. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot of growth and a lot of flowers out of it as well this year. It's not like I've just cut all the flowers off. That will be covered in flowers this summer and summers to come, of course. I'm going to stop there for now. But yeah, I'm just taking out a little bit of dead wood, and yeah, I'm not tying it in properly. I'm going to do that. I'm going to let it just do its thing this summer. I'll probably have to move it around. The scaffolding's going to go up, and then next autumn I'll do a really proper job on it, and there should be a lot more growth to play with.